The awakening. Being awake among the zombies, the dead sheep, no matter what crowd, no matter where on this flat earth you walk, it will seem like you're the only one moving forward while everyone else is moving backwards. Realizing that you're awake among a vast amount of people, the masses on this flat earth realm, is a lonely feeling. Unless you're on YouTube, where you can find people who are also awake. But no matter where you go, whether you're in Tokyo, New York City, Jamaica, the masses will single you out. To you, they'll just look like zombies. And you're unable to warn them, to tell them what you've learned, because you've been looking for the truth. The thing is, if you don't change or learn something new every day, then you're not a truther. Then you're not looking for truth. Some people just dwell on the same thing day in and day out. Some people say, Max, why don't you keep doing the hoaxes? Why would I? I'm past that now. Let someone else do the hoaxes. It's that if you're at that level, to me it's a supernatural war now. Not that I won't report on hoaxes, but if you work at ShopRite at the age of 12 or 16 and you collect the carts, the shopping carts, will you do that at age 50? Would you be retired at 65 collecting carts? No, you move on. You've learned how to do that. You've grown, and you move on to bigger and better things because you're not that same person anymore. So when I see the new truthers or flat earthers, you can't really tell them, what you know, because they're going to take it as an offense, and they do. I could see it. When I try to tell them that you haven't learned anything because you said there's a creator, they're just going to get angry because they think they're awake and they're proving the flat earth. The flat earth's one thing, but you can totally forget about it if you want and just skip to the real meat and potato of your reality, and that's who you are, right? And what you should be doing. If you're just saying there's a creator and you put God on the back burner or don't even mention God. See, to the people who don't know that you have to move on to a spiritual realm after this, because this is a realm in itself. You're in a prison within a prison. The flesh is your prison, and then the flat earth realm is also a prison. But people, they say, I used to be atheist and now I know there's a creator. Well, the devil knows there's a creator. Okay? The New World Order knows there's a creator. Hell, mostly anybody should be born knowing there's something that created this, but who created it? Saying there's a creator and you don't pray to the creator, and you call them, you can't even say the word God because you're embarrassed to yourself, because that's the way I used to be. I couldn't talk about Jesus or God. And these people are not like me. They're not seeking God because they think they've done nothing wrong in their lives. They can't see the faults in themselves. And I tell them, look in the mirror, because when you point that finger at somebody else, you're just as corrupt, evil, sick, and twisted as that person. This is what you have to learn. You don't see it because you're not saved, you're not awake, you're not seeking God or spirituality. You're not. This world is training you to be exactly the way they want you. They want you to all to walk backwards. I'm walking in the opposite direction. This world trains you to say, look at this person's record. Look at all this. This is a bad person. Do you think God or Jesus is looking at your criminal record saying, wow, we can't have him in heaven? Do you think that's the way it works? Don't you find it strange that most people that are finding God and who have the truth and have the biggest voices have a criminal record? And you have people pointing out, oh, this guy did this and this guy did that. The guy pointing the finger at these people, this is the person who is not with God. This is the person who is not righteous. This is the person who's not moral. We've all done things that are bad. And if you're pointing the finger at someone else, then you are still that person who is bad and has not changed. Okay? To get into heaven, the qualifications, God and Jesus, they're not there going, well, let's contact the New World Order. Let's see if we'll let them in. You think that's the way that works? So you people don't believe in God. You just believe in a creator, and you don't seek God. You don't pray to God. I get on my knees every day, sometimes 3-4 times a day, praying to God. And I pray for other people. I pray for the people that attack me. I pray for everyone. Because I know what I've done in my past, and I know what I don't want to be anymore. I'm seeking God. I'm seeking righteousness. I'm not making a video suit my needs for popularity. I don't yell at people and say, you clickjack my fucking picture, and then don't apologize afterwards. I don't put my YouTube channel above another human being. When I make a video now, I make sure I have something that's good to say, something that's a message that people have to understand and learn to grow on. I understand that I am a nobody. I understand that I know nothing. I understand that I'm human and I make mistakes and I can and will be wrong. But saying that, I'm wrong less than most people on the internet because I seek God. Do you understand it? You know? Do you believe in demons? Of course you don't. If you're awake and you understand and you're seeking God, you're going to believe in demons. Before you're born, God knows you. Before you're born, He has a mission for you. The demons also know, through the devil, that this person is going to be a problem for the beast, for the New World Order. All right? That's why people have these huge records. They've done bad things because they're supposed to be discredited. That's the whole point. These people are persecuted and ruined by a demonic entity, more so than everyone else, because we're all half and half. All right? But God knows this, and God uses it to His advantage. And that's why He uses these people, because it's easy for these people to see that they have done wrong and they have shame and they come to God. It's the people who think they've done no wrong that are worse off. These are the people that are truly ugly and can't see themselves in the mirror for what they are. Okay? I know there's people that understand what I'm saying because they're on the same level as I am. Alright. I've been trying to make myself better ever since 2011, and I've been shit on and pissed on by friends and had the door slammed in my face. Do you understand that? Because these people are still of this world, and they don't understand who I am and what my purpose is. I could put out a video every day on hoaxes. I could have a channel of over 100,000 subscribers because people want to go to a channel and say, wow, look at this. This information I don't need to put out. I need to put out the important information, which is what I'm trying to tell you today. You'll go to other flat earther channels and they'll be like, you're still in the trap. You don't understand. If you say there's a dome and there's no more land, you're still in that trap. No, that person is still in the trap. Fuck the more land, fuck everything else, and fuck the flat earth. If you don't have God, and you don't understand what, that you have to seek Him and pray to Him every day and make Him part of your life, because you're here to reconcile with God in this short time that you're here. I'm spiritually awake. I see sickness in people's bodies deteriorating, getting old, and dying. You have a very short lifespan. You're only young, you know. By the time you're hit 40, your life is almost over. Your body is deteriorating. You're going to get sick. You're going to be in a wheelchair. You're going to die. And your life is over. You know? You were once gods, but you will die like men. You're mortal in this realm. But your soul lives on forever. And everything else is eye candy. Everything else is a distraction. The majority of the flat earthers, they drone on hours upon hours trying to prove this silly flat earth thing. Okay, I say it's silly because that's all they focus on. That's all they concentrate on. These people, and I'm not going to mention their names because we all know who they are not awake. Because I figured it out, that every soul on this flat earth realm on the end days are going to know the truth about everything. About the government, about the world, its reality, its existence, that it's a flat earth realm. And there is no space because the heavens are above. And people keep pushing, we gotta wake the people up. And they're not seeking God. They think that they're going to put a new government in, or they're going to be free, and everybody's going to applaud and be like, wow, we've done it. No, when the majority of the people, believe me, everybody's going to wake up to the flat earth, because there's not going to be any truth that's not going to be shown in the end times. What do you think is going to happen? Because I know what's going to happen. That's the end game. That's total destruction and annihilation of everybody. When everybody sees this realm for what it is, there's not going to be anybody here after that. You people have to understand that. Now, I don't know when that's going to happen, but before that, your body's going to expire. So you only have that time. Anyhow, if you're looking at somebody else and you're a flat earther, say, though, you're stuck in this still trap with this dome, or if it has more land, or whatever it is, and they're saying you're in a trap and you don't understand, it's them who they don't understand. Okay, whatever it is, they do not understand. Okay, you can't just say there's a creator. He is a creator, but you can't just say, I know there's a creator, and then you never mention anything else after that. You don't pray to God. You don't seek God. You don't seek His love and understanding and tell Him you're sorry because you understand what's going on. That's why I have a problem with everybody just saying there's a creator because they think they're done. You're going to end up at the pearly gates and say, I said there's a creator. And I paid you fucking no mind the entire existence while I was alive. I just said creator. And I pushed people, into the direction of the New World Order. Because that's what the New World Order wants. People like you that just say there's a creator and you're done. If you're not seeking God, then you're not awake. Do you understand me? You have to know the whole thing, the whole... if you don't know everything there is to know, if you're not looking for the whole truth and nothing but the whole truth, if you're just focusing on one stupid thing, it's everything. Everything combined. But you can't have love without God. Because love without God is worshiping Satan. You have to understand that. People don't understand that. That much love and love and God bless, and you're God blessing somebody and you say there's a creator and you don't get on your knees every day and pray to God and ask for His guidance and His forgiveness and who He is and His love, then you are a dead sheep. You're a zombie. And you could scream there's a creator all day long. That's not going to help you. I'm sorry. But you people want to hate me. And I know who you people are. The people who just think you're just a shit. You've done nothing wrong in your life. When I could tell you exactly what you've done wrong in your life, easily. Because I can see it. I see it in your videos. I see it in your voice. I see it in your eyes. Because I've been saved in 2011. And when I see somebody talking on their video, their vain self, I know who they are. Because it's through God that I know who they are. I'm not going to point any fingers, because these people, they'll actually know who they are. Right? What can you do about the starving children? Well, pray for them. That's in my prayers. I pray that all the children who need water and food and shelter, that they receive it. That's I could pray for 10, 15 minutes straight. Just covering the bases of. It's the power of prayer that changes this world. All right. Everybody else is a vain show. When you put your YouTube channel above another human being, screw my YouTube channel. Don't care. I'm not going to put this above another human being. I don't need to be the biggest channel in the world, because I could easily do that. Do you understand me? I'm not putting out video after video of horse shit. It has to be, when I make a video, it has to have the reality of our realm. It has to have God in it. It has to have a message that will help somebody else in this flat earth realm. I don't want to put out a video, a fluffy little stupid piece, as everybody else does, because there is no important information. The only information you need to know is to bend your knee and pray. And when you do that, then you get the answers in the download, where some moron will be like, "You're wacko." They don't understand the download that you can get from God, the knowledge. For me to have the ability to make the video you're listening to right now, I could not do if I didn't pray on my knees. I couldn't come up with saying any of this. Do you understand that, right? I couldn't do it. I wouldn't have the courage. I wouldn't have the know-how. I couldn't communicate. There's no way. It's only through the power of prayer that I'm seeking God and looking for the truth in my life. You can't do it without God. There's no vain show here. People are quick to jump on somebody else and point the finger at somebody else. And we know, I'm not going to mention the recent oh my God, horrible what this person did. I'm not going to mention, because he knows what he did was wrong. Horrible what he did. And he ruined himself. And everybody here who's been following anything knows who I'm talking about, and I don't have to mention his name. You're here to better yourself and help humanity, not point the finger at somebody else. And this is what he did. Because you just ruined your life by saying that. You ruined your afterlife. You ruined your soul, your heart, your mind, your body. You ruined yourself. And you don't know God. That's clearly sending a message that you are not with God, you're not seeking God, and you don't know God. All right? Fully wake up. You don't need anything else but yourself and your own heart. Seek your own heart when you talk to God. Get on your knees, bow your head all the way down to the ground, and seek Him. Ask Him. You can do it. It'll take time sometimes. But the people who do what I say will get the download. They will know. When I made this video, I didn't know what I was going to say. I knew somewhat of what I was going to say. Did you get the message? Do you understand the message? I think I'm done and done.